Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Adinda Aulia Nurseptiani, and I am currently an English Education Program student from class 4A at Institut Pendidikan Indonesia Garut with student ID 212260008. Today, I'm very excited to share my thoughts and my perspective on the English language teaching or ELT curriculum. Let's explore the strengths, the challenges, and the opportunities for improvement together. Okay, the first topic that will be discussed is about technology foster collaboration and communication in ELT classrooms. As we know, technology has a significant role to play in encouraging collaboration and communication in ELT or English language teaching classrooms. One way is to provide digital platforms that allow students to work together in real time, even if they are in different countries or in different locations. For example, Google Docs. Google Docs allows students to write essays together and give each other feedback. This improves their writing and also communication skill in real time. Technology also opens up opportunities to connect students with native speakers or classes in other countries through virtual exchange project. This not only trains their communication skill but also broadens their cultural horizon. There are many ways in which technology can encourage collaboration and communication in the ELT classroom. The first is online learning platforms. Platforms such as Google Classroom or Edmodo allow students and teachers to share materials, assignment, and giving feedback quickly. The second is collaboration apps. Apps like Padlet or Jamboard provide a space for students to collaborate in real time. The third one is video conferencing and virtual discussion. Technologies such as Zoom, Google Meet, or Microsoft Teams enable small or large group discussion, including with students in different locations or in different countries. The fourth is social media and language discussion. Creating groups on platforms like WhatsApp or Telegram can encourage students to speak or write English more casually and consistently. The fifth, gamification or collaboration. Apps like Kahoot or Quizzes make learning interactive and fun. The last is interactive learning tools. Tools like Flipgrid allow students to record short videos to answer the question or give responses. With the integration of technologies, ELT classroom become more dynamic and engaging, and to support the student to better interact in language learning. Okay, the next topic is what strategies can teacher use to ensure technology is used effectively rather than as a distraction. I think teacher can implement key strategies to ensure that technology is used effectively in the classroom and not as a distraction. The first is clear learning objectives related to the technology. You should be set. Ensure students understand that the tools are used to support the learning process, such as finding information, collaborating, or making presentation. The second, use software with the features that allow students to monitor student activity, such as Google Classroom or the other apps. The third, design activities that are engaging and interactive. For example, use apps like Kahoot or Quizzes or Google Docs for collaboration. With fun activities, students are more engaged and less likely to be distracted. Next, set firm rules for technology and tell them when and how devices can be used, and ask them to turn off the notification during the class. Finally, teach students digital etiquette and reflect to technology use. Encourage them to understand the importance of responsibility in using devices and how technology can support their learning goals. The third topic is about how can curriculum Merdeka emphasis on learner autonomy be enhanced through digital tools. Okay, Curriculum Merdeka emphasis on learner autonomy can enhance through digital tools by giving more control over the learning process. The first, teachers can utilize adaptive learning platforms such as Kuiper or Ruang Guru, which allows students to learn according to their level of understanding. This supports the personalization of learning that is the core of learner autonomy. Secondly, project management apps such as Trello or Google Workspace can be used to encourage students to manage their skill and set learning goals. And also to track their progress. The third is digital tools such as Padlet or Jamboard can use to support creative collaboration. With these platforms, students can share ideas, solve the problems together, and design the projects based on their interests. Okay, now we will discuss about ethical considerations that must teachers keep in their mind when using online platforms for online assessments. Okay, the first aspect is data privacy and security. Teachers should ensure the platform use complies with the data protection rules such as GDPR or local regulations. Students' data such as name, grades, and other must be kept secure and not to share with others. Secondly, as accessibility and equality must be considered. Teacher needs to ensure all students have equal access to technology and also internet connection. If there are students who experience limitations, teacher can provide suitable alternative assessments. The third, fairness in assessment must be maintained. The question and assessment instrument should be designed in such a way that they avoid bias. Teachers also need to ensure the platform supports all learning style so that different students still have a fair chance to show their ability. By considering this aspect, teachers can ensure that online assessment are not only effective but also in line with the ethical principle of education. The next material will be about the potential risk of over-adapting a curriculum. Adapting the curriculum excessively can provide flexibility, but it also carries several risks that need to be considered. The first is standard mismatch. If the curriculum is changed too far, there is a risk that the core learning objectives set by the government are not achieved. This can make difficult for students to cope with the national exams or move to higher education. Second, a gap in education quality. Over-adaptation across school or regions can create inequality. Better resourced schools may be able to develop a quality curriculum while others are left behind. So not all the students get an equal education. The third is difficulties for teachers and students. Too many change or adjustment can confuse the teacher in developing lesson plan, especially if they have not been trained to implement the new curriculum. Students can also struggle to adjust if the changes are too frequent and unstructured. The fourth or the last, there is a loss of learning focus. If the adaptation overemphasizes certain aspects such as technology and practical skills. Therefore, while it is important to adapt the curriculum to suit student needs, teachers and schools authorities should do with the cautions, sticking to the standards and considering their ability to implement the change. The next topic will be explained about in what ways can learner feedbacks effectively incorporated into curriculum evaluation. Okay, feedback from learners can be effectively incorporated into curriculum evaluation through several steps. The first step is provide easy and safe mechanism for providing feedbacks, such as anonymous online surveys or group discussion. This ensures students feel comfortable to sharing their opinions. Second steps, ask relevant and specific questions such as how useful the subject matter, teaching methods, or difficulty level of assignment. This question helps identify areas that need improvement. The third or the last, analyze the feedback objectively to find patterns or recurring issues. Use this data to evaluate curriculum elements that affect the learning process, such as material, methods, or assessment. Lastly, give student responses on change made based on their feedbacks. This increases their sense of engagement and build trust that their voice matters in creating better learning. Alright, the seventh topic is about why is intercultural competence important in language learning. Intercultural competence is very important in language learning because language is not only about grammar and vocabulary but also reflects the values, the cultural, and the way of thinking of a society. By understanding cultural aspects, students can communicate more effectively and appreciate in different perspectives. In addition, intercultural competence helps students avoid cultural misunderstanding that can occur when interacting with native speakers. Students learn how to adjust their way of communication according to the cultural context, such as the use of manners or nonverbal expressions. It also broadens students' horizons, encourage tolerance, and build the global skills needed in an increasingly connected world. Thus, learning becomes more meaningful, relevant, and useful for their life. The next material is how does Curriculum Merdeka support the development of intercultural competence in students. The Curriculum Merdeka support the development of intercultural competence in students by giving school and teachers the freedom to design learning that is relevant to local and global context. One way is through the Profil Pancasila programs, which encourage students to understand and appreciate cultural diversity both in Indonesia and the world. In addition, Curriculum Merdeka emphasizes a project-based approach, allows students to explore cultural issues such as tolerance, identity, or diversity through collaborative activities. Students learn not only to communicate across cultures, but also to understand the values behind them. The next topic will be explained about the key factors that make PBL or project-based learning successful in ELT classroom. Several key factors make project-based learning or PBL successful in the learning in English language learning or ELT classroom. The first one is choosing a relevant and interesting topic. The projects should relate to student real lives so that they feel engaged and motivated to learn. The second, clear language objectives. Teachers need to ensure that projects are designed to improve specific language such as speaking, writing, or reading, while keeping the focus on the project development. The third, teachers should provide clear directions, resources, and example so that students can understand the process and expectation of the project. The fourth, collaboration among the students. Teamwork allows students to practice English communication in real context, improving social and intercultural interaction skills, teamwork such as role play. The last, assessment should be include both of the process and the outcome of the project and pay attention to how students use language in different stages of the work. With 5 factors, PBL or project-based learning can help students to learn English more effectively, contextually, and meaningfully. Okay, the last topic we will discuss about the advantages and the limitations of PBL compared the traditional lesson formats. Okay, the advantages of PBL compared to traditional lesson format include the first is increasing student engagement as they work on relevant projects and solve their real problems, thus being more motivated to learn. The second, it develops 21st century skills such as collaboration, creativity, and problem solving. Thirdly, PBL allows students to use language in a more real context, which is very beneficial in language learning. However, there are also limitations. The first is PBL can take longer to plan and implement compared to traditional lesson formats. Secondly, not all students are familiar with this approach, so they may find it difficult to manage the project. Thirdly, assessment in PBL is often more complex as it includes both of process and outcome, which can be confusing for some students and teachers. In conclusion, the ELT curriculum plays a crucial role in shaping effective English language learning, while it has strengths in promoting communication and critical thinking. It also requires continuous adaptation to meet diverse learner needs and global demands. Thank you for your time and your attention. I hope this video has inspired new ideas and sparked a curiosity. Remember, every great achievement starts with a single step. So, let's move forward together. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.